strike price or exercise price. So strike price or exercise price means we decide the price, that is a predetermined price. The predetermined price, at that price we have to execute the contract. For example, I enter into the contract. Okay. A strike price or exercise price is the contract at which we decided to execute the contract. Consider one stock, stock A. The current market price of the stock A is 100 rupees. So I expect that in the future, in the next month, the market price of that particular stock will go up to 130. So I bet to the market that market price of that particular stock will go up 130. So that 130 price is called strike price or exercise price. So I can purchase call option or I can purchase put option depending upon the market situation. So whatever remain here, we fix the price that particular underlying asset will reach that price. So the fixed price is called strike price or exercise price. And expiry date or maturity date, likewise similar to future contract, here also there will be expiry date. In option contract also, every uh, last Thursday of every month will be the expiry date. So you can purchase the option contract of this month, or you can purchase the option contract next month or after that month. So there will be 3 option contract. 3 months option contract will be available at a time. So you can purchase any option contract will be expired on the particular month. Next, see, as I said, in option contract there will be there is 2 types. One is call option and put option. So what do you mean by call option? Call option means here buyer of the contract get a right but not the obligation to buy underlying asset. So when you purchase the call option, you get a right to buy of underlying asset, not obligation. When you purchase the put option means it gives the buyer of the contract get right to sell but not the obligation to sell underlying asset. So under call option, the buyer of the contract will get right to buy underlying asset at a predetermined price, and under put option, the buyer of the contract get a right to sell underlying asset at a predetermined price. And yeah, see here, when we exercise, if it is considered the you purchased call option, so normally what happens, u means underlying price and uh, SP means strike price. So when we exercise the contract, especially in call option, so consider the underlying price, current market price is 100. Current market price is 100, and I decided to I decided to purchase at a strike price of 130. So if the underlying asset, if the underlying market price of the underlying asset is more than the strike price, if the current market price of the underlying asset more than the strike price, then I will exercise the contract. So break even point, that means there is no profit, or if the strike price plus premium means the amount the buyer has to give at the time of purchasing the contract. So buyer has to give a certain amount of money to purchase the contract, that is called a premium. So strike price plus premium, it will be reaches to the underlying price. If the underlying price is more than the combination of strike price and premium, then there will be a small amount of profit. Then he will exercise the contract. The input option, it will be reverse. Like if the underlying price is less than the strike price, then we can exercise the contract. And the break even point is underlying price, same break even point will be similar to a put option also. And the net profit, the buyer of the put option will get profit when the underlying price is less than the combination of strike price and premium. See here one example is there. Consider underlying price is 100, and if you decided that the strike price is 80. So you're making, see, underlying price can be above at below strike price. So what happens? You decided the strike price is 80 and current market price is 100. So if the market price on the date of expiry, see this is December 28 is the date of expiry, December 15 is the date of entering into contract. So you entered into contract of any underlying asset, consider underlying price is 100 and you fixed the price is 80, that is strike price. So at that time the premium is 30. So underlying price can be above or below. Consider three possibility, that is one is 112 if the market price reaches to 112, and if the market price is 80, and if the market price is 75. So if the market price reaches to 112, so you make the profit, so at that time you can exercise the contract. So 80 minus 112, so that is a profit, so you can exercise the contract. If the market reaches to 80 on the expiry date, so your strike price is also 80, so there will be no profit or no loss. So that is up to option buyer, either he can exercise the contract or not exercise the contract. And here if the market price reaches to 75, and so that is loss to option buyer, that is 5 rupees loss. So here he can what not exercise the contract, he has the right to not exercise the contract because he make loss. So at that time the buyer has to give the premium amount. See here the premium amount is 30. The premium amount has to give to the seller of the option. If he makes the profit, for example 80 rupees is the strike price and market reaches to 112, the difference is 32 rupees. 32 rupees is the profit for one quantity, 32 is the profit. So he can exercise the contract because the premium amount is 30 and profit from the exercise of the contract is 32, so which is more than the premium amount. So 2 rupees he can get the profit, so he will execute the contract. And the other case, the 80, if the market reaches 80, so if he exercise the contract or not exercise the contract, the profit or loss from the execution of the contract is 0, but he has to make premium amount of rupees 30 to the seller of the option. And third case, the market price is reaches to 75 and the strike price is 80. If you exercise the contract, you will make a loss of 5 rupees. You will make loss of 5 rupees for one quantity. For example, if you purchased 100 quantity, 100 into 5, 500. But for the premium amount is only 30. So here you have option, either you execute the contract or not execute the contract. Normally in this situation, the option buyer will not execute the contract because, for example, he purchased 500 quantity, 500 into 5, so there will be 2500 amount loss. So instead of executing contract, he will not execute the contract, but he has to make premium amount of rupees 30. For in simple word here, for the buyer the loss is minimum and the profit is a maximum. So what is the minimum loss? Minimum loss is the premium amount. In three cases, whether it reaches to the market price or whether it is equal to market price or whether it is below the market price or below the strike price, in three cases the buyer of the option contract has to give premium amount. So minimum loss for the buyer is 30 rupees. And what is the maximum? Maximum is the profit. So consider if the market price of this particular underlying asset reaches 1000 instead of 112, if it is reaches to 1000, so 80 minus 1000. So the profit for the buyer of the call option or put option is the maximum, but the loss is the minimum, that is rupees 30. So he can execute the contract or not execute the contract. So here one question is asked, at which underlying price buyer will exercise the option? Of course, if the market price reaches to 112, then at this price he will exercise the contract because he makes the profit after deducting the premium amount. So same, there will be three situations which we discussed in the previous. Here 112, 180, 75. So if we consider this situation 112 and 80, strike price is 80 and market price is 112, so there will be profit. So this situation is called in the money. And if the strike price equal to spot price, then it is called at the money. If the strike price is more than the spot price, so there is the out of the money, means there will be loss. So here in the money means there will be profit, 112 minus 80, there will be profit. At the money there will be no profit or no loss, 80 minus 80. And out of the money there will be loss, that is strike price is more than the spot price. So three situation: in the money, at the money, and out of the money. In the money means there will be inflow of cash, positive cash flow if exercised immediately, that is 112 minus 80. At the money means there is a zero cash flow if exercised immediately, that is 80 minus 80. Out of the money, negative cash flow if exercised, that means strike price is more than the spot price. And in call option, the buyer of an option needs to pay seller the price of the option. As I said, that is called the premium amount. So whenever the person who purchased the option contract, either put option or call option, he has to make a certain advance amount, a small portion of the amount. So that small portion of the amount is called premium, and it is paid immediately on buying the option, and seller receiving the premium on t plus 1 days. T plus 1 means trading plus 1 days. So after 1 days he will receive that premium amount. Who? Seller will receive that premium amount after 1 days. He buyer has to pay that at the time of entering into contract. So on the maturity date, if buyer exercises the contract and if he makes the profit, then seller has to give that profit portion. If buyer not exercise the contract on the date of execution, then the seller will get a premium amount. So that is the profit for the seller. So in option contract, uh, buyer get a minimum loss and maximum profit, and seller get minimum profit and maximum loss. So this is the case. Buyer unlimited profit. Unlimited profit means if the market price reaches beyond the strike price, then he will make profit. So limited loss means if the spot price is below the strike price, then he will not exercise the contract. But he has to make a premium amount. So that is the limited loss. On the other hand, seller unlimited loss. If the market reaches beyond the market strike price, then he has to cover that loss. And limited profit, if buyer is not exercise the contract, he will get a premium amount, limited profit. And this is in the case of put option. Loss is limited to the premium and seller profit is limited to the premium. As I said, classification of option, there will be two option. One is call option and put option. Call option gives the right to buyer to exercise the contract, and for put option, buyer he'll get right to sell underlying asset at a predetermined price. And again, on the basis of exercise style, there will be two types. One is European style and other one is American style. European option is an option that can be exercised only on its expiration date. So European option contract is a contract which we can exercise only on the date of expiry. But American option we can exercise on or before the expiry date. Consider if I purchased 24th June 2021 contract, 24th June 2021 contract. So that is the expiry date. So on the date only I can exercise the contract. I cannot exercise the contract on or before the contract under European option. If I purchase European option, I can exercise the contract only on the expiry date, only on the maturity date, only on the fixed date. But in American option, if you purchase American option, we can exercise at any time before the maturity date. So if the market price is favorable for buyer on the middle of the contract, I can exercise. They can exercise the contract. So in India, we have American option. We don't have European option. We only have American option. That means we can, if I purchase today, I can sell tomorrow also. So we need not to wait till the maturity date. So that is the option under American option contract. So on the basis of right, we have two types. One is call option and put option. Under call option, the buyer get right to buy underlying asset, and under put option, buyer get right to sell underlying asset. And on the basis of exercise style, we have two option. One is European option, other one is American option. So European option means we can exercise the contract on the date of the maturity date, and American option means we can exercise on or before the exercise or expiration date. And the settlement system is similar to a future contract. We have both option, that is we can settle in cash system or we can deliver the underlying asset in physically. So how we can exercise the contract in cash? Exercise the contract in cash means we just transfer the difference amount, the difference between strike price and spot price. And in physical, if the underlying asset is gold, consider gold. So on the expiry date, the seller has to deliver the gold and buyer will get the gold, and he has to make payment in cash. So both the option is there. But in Indian stock market, we have only cash settlement. See, out of the market, we can deliver the physical, but in stock market, we have only cash settlement. Cash settlements, only the price difference. For better understanding, you can see a call. Under call option, buyer get right and seller get obligation. Under put option, buyer get right to sell and seller get obligation to buy the strike price at expiry. Buy at the strike price at expiry. Okay. This is the buyer of an option. If you buy the option, then you have to pay the premium amount. So premium is the maximum loss for the buyer. And if you sell the seller receives the premium, and premium is the maximum profit for the seller. Now we'll understand how this will takes place in the stock market, in real market. Okay. See here how we can purchase option contract in Demat account. First, you have to go for order entry. Then, in the first window, so you can select the type of investment. So, in the last class, we discussed how we can purchase the future contract. Similarly, we have here option index, option stock, or option currency. So, first, I will explain how we can purchase option index. So, I'll click for option index. So, as I said, it will be available only in NSE. Just a minute. Select option index. Go for option index. Then select any index, like I select Nifty. I want to purchase Nifty index. So here you will get two options, whether you are going for call expiration or put expiration. So call expiration means call exercise or call option, and PE means put option. CE means call option. So if I want to go purchase call option, so click for call option. Then select exercise expiration date. See, for index stock, for index option, will get for every week, weekly expiry date as well as annual. So this is a weekly expiration date. So if I want to select next month or next week expiration uh, option, so once next expiration date is 1/7/2021. Call option, next expiration date 1/7/2021. So that means on date 1/7/2021, the option will be execute. So on or before you can execute the contract, on or before execute the contract, but on 1/7/2021, so it will be automatically square up. If you don't exercise the contract, the broker will execute the contract. So that is, we call it as square up. He will automatically square up the contract. Next, you can select exercise date or exercise price, or we call it as strike price. So here you can select any strike price, any strike price. For that, what I selected Nifty. So Nifty, you can check what is the Nifty price. Go for check first Nifty. Check what is the Nifty for today. So I'll check on Nifty. Either I can select Nifty. Yeah, this is not Nifty. Bank Nifty is there, Nifty Auto, Nifty 100. Okay, I'll go for Bank Nifty instead of just Nifty. So the Bank Nifty, the current index is 34,750 or 725. So I'll select Bank Nifty, Bank Nifty, call option for next. So current is 34,732. I'll expect. So in the next month, it will go for 35,000. So it will reach 35,000. So I'll fix strike price is 35,000. So now the Bank Nifty is 34,732. So I'm expecting that in the next month on 1/7/2021, or on or before 1/7/2021, it will reach us to 35,000. So if I'll click go, So I'll get this amount. So this is nothing but 319 is nothing but the premium amount. So the premium amount you have to give at the time of enter into contract. So premium is 319. Here also you can see lot size. Lot size is 25. Lot size is nothing but you have the minimum quantity you have to buy. If I want to purchase call option, I can click buy, then product type, either you can go for delivery or you can go for intraday. So if I click normal, that is delivery. In the market price, order type also we have limit, market, stop loss limit and stop loss market. I can select any one. So I'll go for market or market price. I want to buy at market price. So what is the quantity you want to purchase? See, the lot size is 25. The minimum quantity you have to purchase 25, then maximum at the multiple of 25. So I'll go for 75 quantity. See, to purchase 75 quantity, what is the amount required? 75 into 315. If I purchase 75, so 75 into 315 amount has to be there in your margin account. 75 into 316 should be there in your margin account. So if you click buy, then it will see the product type, quantity, market. Then you can confirm by clicking confirm button. So likewise, you can purchase option stock also. Go for in the investment type option, click option stock and market is 1. Okay, I'll go for ITC Limited or anything ITC Limited. So here also you can option call option or put option. I'll go for put option. So in stock for stock option will get only 3 contract for current month, next month, and after that next month. So I'll go for next month. ITC Limited, you can check what is the price for ITC Limited in the market. ITC. Okay. So the stock price or current market price for ITC Limited is 203. So I'm expecting that in the future it will to reduce to 170 or it's not one. I'll take 165. So it will reach us to 165. So there will be no buyer or so this is situation is called at the money. Premium is 0. So there will be no price. So I'll change my this one. So I'll select 210, then click go. See now the premium amount is 8.80. So current market price of the ITC is 203. So I'm selecting, if I select more than the current market price, will get premium. If I select less than the market price, see the premium is 1.55 paisa. So there will be premium amount is just 0.55. You can purchase the lot size is 3200. So you can select lot and you can select the market at what price you are going to purchase 3200 and at market. So I can select buy. So depending upon the fluctuation in the premium, so you are going to make profit. So I purchased this particular option contract at 0.55. If tomorrow, if the premium amount is increased for 1.55, so I make profit of 1 rupee for one quantity. And here I purchase 3200. So the total amount profit is 3200. So likewise, we can exercise the option contract in the market. I hope you understand what do you mean by option contract and how we can execute the contract in the market. Now, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Yes, if you have any doubt, you can ask now. I'll Yes. Or else I'll wind up here. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.